everyone, this is Dr. Mommy Budgets coming to you again with another video. Today I am here to do my week 4 budget not recap, but projection for the month of February 2020. So this would be considered the final week for February. So I was going to put on my Dream Big but Start Small video because I am trying to promote that image. I want us all to be, pretty much doing that. You can have dreams, unlimited. But we also want to make sure we're taking the necessary small steps as it relates to getting our finances and budgets in order. But I said, this is the last video for the official month of Black History Month. So I decided to put on my Black History t-shirt. Leave me a comment in the comment area below and let me know what you think about this t-shirt. I thought it was really cool. I love the little way that it was projected, and I did make this t-shirt. So if you all are interested, once again, and apparel merchandise, customized merchandise, I do that as a side business. So now, without further ado, we are going to move right into our week 4 budget projection for the month of February 2020. Okay, everyone, we are back, and as you can see, guys, I have some color. Yay! I was able to kidnap, if you will, some markers from my daughter's room. So yes, I have some colors. So we are able to utilize my color coordination to help us get through this video the way we need to, so that we can kind of see the relationship between the numbers as we go through the budget projection. So without further ado, you guys know that I am always trying to make these videos as short as I can. So let's go on and dive in and get this projection going. So as you can see, it is week 4 budget projection, February the 28th, 2020. So today is Friday. And I just wanted to put some motivational phrases on here. Stay on track, guys. Stay focused. If you're paying off debt, if you're investing, if you're trying to increase your savings account, anything that's related to your finances, you have to stay focused and stay on track. There are a lot of things out there that can allow us to get off track as it relates to those shiny, glittery, gold, whatever that floats your boat. Those things will sometimes try and call our names and get us off track. So also, never give up. Okay, never give up no matter what. So basically, there are going to be some things in your life that you're not going to be pleased with. You're going to come up against some obstacles along this financial journey. Going to make you want to stop, because believe me, I have been there, done that, and am still in that phase. I will go through those phases where it's like, look, this is moving along so slow. Who's going to really care if I do it? Blah, 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 blah. And, it just make you want to stop. You're like, hey, I only live once. Shouldn't I be traveling more than I'm currently traveling? Because you never know, I may die tomorrow. You may just have all these thoughts, but either way, we need you to stay focused, remove those thoughts from your mind, stay positive as it relates to your goals with your finances. So with that being said, let's get started. All right, the first item for this upcoming week is going to be our second mortgage. Okay. And to the second mortgage, I am going to send the regular payment of $250.28. And I'm also going to send an additional principal only payment of $264.87. This is the debt that I'm aggressively trying to pay off by March the 30, I think it's the 31st or whatever the last day of March is. I'm trying to get this paid for. Next, we have the HOA, which I will set aside $6.60. Next is the auto insurance for $93.50. Student loan payment for this week, I will set aside $96.75. Okay, my daughter's car fund will be $20.50. Next, we have the electric bill, which I set aside $160, and then the gas bill, which is $180. Then children's lunch, that is $22 for this week. The household expenses is $194, which I do take out in cash and put in my index card system in my wallet. Then we have the children's savings accounts, where I put $28.50 into that account for the week. It's actually auto drafted out of my regular checking account and goes into their savings account. Now, the total for this week is going to be $1,307.75. And with that total amount, of course, I typically, like I've always said in the past, leave a certain amount of money in this operational checking account for bills for 4 weeks. So 4 weeks, I leave the same amount in the account, which is actually, I guess I should have been putting that on here. This is the amount that I set aside for the 4 weeks, and it actually ends up averaging out. Some weeks my total is going to be more than this amount, and other weeks is going to be less than that amount. But by the time I calculate all 4 weeks, all my expenses, put monies in the bill savings account, pull it out of the bill savings account, whatever I'm doing, this is an accurate total for all 4 weeks of bills that I need to pay. Now, since I'm looking at this number, this week it's $12.11 that I normally keep in there, or that I would want to have to assist with satisfying the bills for this week, but the bills are coming in at $1307.75. So let's use our calculator here, and we'll see right there that we are under by $96.75. So that is an amount that I will need to pull out of the bills savings account. Okay, I would need that amount to help me with the bills that I am trying to satisfy this week, or the expenses. Also, remember, I like to keep a cushion of $26.15 into that account. Now, with those two numbers, let's add the 26. Actually, we would have to subtract it from this number to make it, those two numbers add together. So basically, we are coming in at a negative $122.90. So this is the total amount that I need to pull out of the bill savings account to help me satisfy all the expenses and debts for this upcoming week. Okay, Keep that in mind. This is pull out of the bills savings account technically. And I'm saying technically because we're not physically going to move this money. When we get through with everything, you'll see how it actually goes. So let's move on down to the next step. Remember, after we've tallied up these numbers, then we go back through each one of these expenses and put a PA, which means put away, by those expenses that we're not paying in this upcoming week. Okay, so this upcoming week, we will not be paying the auto insurance. We will, let's see, is that it? We will not be paying the homeowners association fee. Is that it, guys? I think that may be it. So next, we're going to use our little pink marker. And we're going to put a circle, pink circle around those numbers. Then we typically, in our third step, add all of the put away amounts together. So let's do that. I mean, I have a cheat sheet here, but sometimes I like to go back through and kind of do it for the audience so they can see exactly what I'm doing. This is $6.60 plus the $93.50 from the auto insurance. That gives us a total of $100.10, which is our put away total for the items that we are not paying this week. All right. So let's put our little blue bubble around that number as well. This is, like I said, this is showing you that these numbers do have a relationship. Now, the next thing that we're gonna do, oh, I put on here, put out. That should be pull, P-U-L-L, pull out of bills savings account. All right, so now we got two different actions. We need to put away a certain amount of money, then we need to pull out a certain amount of money. So in this regard, we're going to need to add or either subtract these two numbers. So with this first number being negative, I'll leave it negative, okay? And we will add the $100.10 to it. Okay, let's go back through our calculator here. And we're going to actually subtract those two numbers. We got the negative $122.90 plus the $100.10. That leaves us with a negative $22.80. Okay, so basically what we will have to do is we're going to end up having to pull this amount out of the bills savings account. Okay, stick with me. Where is my marker? Okay, so now we're at the point where this is the total amount. Well, actually it doesn't need to be negative. It was negative up here because we ended up being negative because the money that I wanted to leave in this account was less than the total. So that's how we ended up having a negative number. But as we move forward, we're not going to be able to pull a negative amount out of an account. So just look at it as we will be pulling out the $22.80 out of the savings account. So that's where we are now. So we are done with that step. So the next thing we're going to do is, let's see if I can get back to my sheet. After we're done with this number, we're going to go back through these items to see what bills are needing to be paid this week. This week, we are paying the student loan payment. So student loan, the actual bill is $387, okay? Now remember, if you look over here in our listing, I'm only setting aside $96.75 from this week's pay. So therefore, I'm going to have to go into the bill savings account and pull out the remainder of that money. Now, let's subtract. so that we can see exactly what we're pulling out. Remember, our total is $387. We have already set aside the $96.75 from this week's pay. So let's do the subtraction. $387 minus $96.75 give us $290.25 is what I need to pull out of the bills savings account to help me satisfy this debt for this week. Where's my purple marker? The current bills for the week always get a purple triangle. So that's where we are, guys, right now. Stay with me. This $290.25 is another amount that we need to pull out of the bill savings account. So right now, we have two amounts that we need to pull out of the bill savings account. So naturally, what will we do? We need to go through and add those items together. So at this particular time, we have $290.25 plus $22.80. Let's see what that is. It's going to be a total of $313.05. That will be our total amount that we will pull out of the bills savings account to help with this week's expenses. Okay? That's why I was saying technically, you know, as I was writing some of these numbers, because these numbers aren't actually going to be our real physical amount that we're going to pull out. It's just that way on this paper for now. So after that, let's go back through and just put a triangle by all those debts that I will be paying this week. So the second mortgage will be paid. Of course, we know the student loan will be paid. The monies will go into my daughter's car fund. Electric bill, that's what I forgot to discuss, and the electric bill and the gas bill. Also, the children's lunch. The monies, $194 for household expenses, will be pulled out, and the children's savings account, that money automatically goes into their account. Now, let's go back through. The electric bill, basically these two amounts, it's a total of $160 plus $180 gives me $340, and I use that money interchangeably for each one of these bills, so it doesn't really matter. It's just that over the years, I've noticed that if I set aside $340, that typically will take care of both of these bills. Now, let's see what happened this week. We're using gas more than electric because it's cold here, so my gas bill is higher. My gas bill came in this week at $225, and the electric bill came in at $126. I'm sorry. So now let's add those totals together. Let's get back to my calculator to see what we get. We got the 126 plus the 225. That's 351, guys. So those totals, let's see if I can move this information down so we can make sure you guys are able to follow me if you want to go back and look at this video. So there we have it. You have $351 for those two items. But remember, I only set aside $340. So this is what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to take that $351 total and subtract the usual amount of $340. So let's do that. It's going to give me $11. So pretty much I am in the negative $11 because remember I only set aside $340. But what that actually means is I need to pull out of my bills savings account the $11. Okay, so now, and I'm just kind of thinking through this, guys, as I am doing this on paper, which I love doing things on paper and not like kind of pre-doing them, because it'll allow you to go back and readjust some things. Now, with this being over for this month, I'm gonna have to pull out this $11, right? Remember, I had already said that I needed to pull out a total of $313.05. So now with those two amounts, I'm gonna have a new total. So let's add those two numbers together. We have the $313.05 plus the $11 that we need to pull out to help satisfy the gas and electric. And that's going to give us a new total of $324.05. Now that actually, I'm not going to write that again. I'll just make a little arrow to let me know that that is our real amount that we are pulling out. And what I'm going to do is I'll just put a line through this one, and that's going to be my own little indicator that's telling me that that is not the real amount. The $324.05 is the actual real amount that needs to come out. So guys, there you have it. This video still was longer than I wanted it to be, but like I always say, when you're going through your budgets and making projections with your monies, and you have debts and things that you need to take care of, then the videos may get lengthy. So, and I definitely want to make sure that I have everything written out, everything, so that you guys can understand what I'm actually doing here. So I am going to end this video, guys. If you have any comments about or questions about the way that I budget, like I've said in past videos, I know it's a little bit different from how people budget, but I budget on a weekly basis, and there are sometimes debts and expenses that I don't have to take care of in that week. So I want to make sure I show you guys how I actually move that money. I may have to pull some out, or I may have to put some away into this bills checking account. And what this is this is one account. It has a savings portion and it has a checking portion. That's why you hear me say pull out of the bills savings account to put into the bills checking account. So this is pretty much my main operational account. So that's what I use this for. So that is the reason why I use these terms like BSA, which means bills savings account, and BCA, which means bills checking account. There you have it. I hope this explanation was clear as mud, and if it wasn't, like I said, please leave me a comment in the comment section below. Also leave me a comment and let me know what budgeting technique you're using. Let's have a conversation. Let's get this money right, guys. We don't want to be working forever. We probably actually don't even want to be running our own businesses forever. So let's try and get to a point where we can kick back, go to the beach, travel, whatever we want to do. But anyway, that's all I have for this video. This is Dr. Mommy Budgets, where we dream big but start small around here. And if you know someone who is interested in this sort of content, please share this video. Subscribe to my channel also, and I will thank you for that. This is all I have for this video, guys. I will see you in the next one. Peace.